stop losing yourself to women. I see a lot of dudes who are talking to a girl, right? Whether it's a girlfriend or someone who they just been talking to, dating, right? They take them out of dates. They go out. Bro, I see a lot of dudes who tend to pick a girl who doesn't respect them, doesn't listen to them, and they're just living like a miserable time with them, right? While they're talking to them, even in relationships, right? Your girl might probably not listen to you. Maybe she's telling you no all the time. Oh my gosh, bro, don't even get me started. The last girl that I was talking to a few years back, right? Like seriously talking to, like she was probably the girl that I've talked to for like a long time, to where she would tell me no, right? And she wouldn't listen. And it was like the most frustrating thing ever, right? And I see dudes now deal with it, and it's like, bro, now because I worked on myself, I don't deal with women like that no more, you know? And it sucks for a lot of dudes because they think that that girl is like the only girl. They think that that's like the baddest girl that they can get at the time, you know? Or even now, they think that that's the baddest girl they're gonna be able to get ever. They think that they're like the holy pinnacle, that there's no other better girl. There's no other girl who's gonna listen to you. No other better girl. And they just live from a place where like they have to give her validation in order for her to stay. When like that's never gonna happen, right? She might entertain you. She might be entertaining you right now, but she's not gonna fully commit to you. And if you truly think about it, bro, why do you want to commit to a girl in a relationship, especially when you view yourself from down here? Which more than likely, if you're losing yourself to women, is because you view yourself from down here and you're putting the girl on a pedestal. Okay, so in this video I'm gonna go over why a lot of dudes operate this way, how to overcome that mindset, and from what frame to operate from. Okay, so the frame they want to operate from, so this is gonna be at the end, is you want to have an abundance mindset, right? That's the mindset I have right now when it comes to women. I already know that, say if I'm talking to a girl right now and she's not listening to me, what the case may be, maybe she just stops talking to me, breaks up with me, does me dirty, I already know I'm gonna get a better girl next. Okay, that's the mindset that you need to operate from, because it's true. You can pull a better girl afterwards. There's a lot of women out here, bro, and the advantage that us men have is that we can get a younger girl, whereas girls, they tend to go for older dudes. So their time is running out, right? Whereas we have an advantage in that segment, if that makes sense. So dudes operate from that frame, right? From that mindset to where like, oh, she's like the best and I only want you, right? Please listen to me. Please stay. Please don't do me dirty. They operate from that mindset because they view yourself as low value. And more than likely, if you view yourself as low value, it's because you are low value, right? The world gives you feedback of where you are and how you are right now. If you see yourself as low value, that's because more than likely you are low value. So the first step is to accept that you are low value, okay? And to work on yourself. Now, you might be thinking, bro, work on myself. Like everybody always says that. What do I work on? Okay. There's many things you can work on. You can work on getting your career up, right? Invest in your education. Invest into getting promoted at your job, right? The best thing you can do to get a promotion at your job is to always work more than what you're paid for, right? Do more at work than what you're expected to do, okay? So it's just not being lazy and being able to do the work, right? A lot of people in our time frame now, in our day and age, don't want to work. Do the work and you're more likely to get promoted. Again, get your money up, right? Start putting in overtime. Do whatever you have to do. However, that's not the whole equation, right? You can still get your money up and still see yourself as low value, right? There's a lot of dudes who work in warehouses who are putting in overtime, making pretty decent money by slaving, putting a lot of hours in at their job, but they still see themselves as low value because they're eating like crap. They're not working on their body game, right? They're not going to the gym. They're sleeping terribly. Of course, what kind of girl is gonna want to be with a dude like that? You know, you need to work on your body game, bro. That's the one thing that I preach on this channel, is invest in your fitness, invest in your physique, right? More than anything, I say to do that first. Okay, you can invest your money, right, putting overtime and hours for the meantime. But once you get that money, what are you gonna spend it on? Mostly dudes tend to spend it on BS, and then they're back at square one, right? Spend it on something that's gonna give you something like some sort of ROI, right? Again, education, something at work, right? Courses, a freaking coach, right? Fitness coach, which I do fitness coaching, by the way. Invest in a coach. Invest in a coach to get your body game up, your fitness game up. Why? Because once you build that aesthetic physique, you're gonna be able to operate from a higher value mindset. Okay? Then you're gonna start to realize how women will treat you differently in general. Okay? And then you'll be able to pull a better looking girl. I know because I went through that, right? Before I used to be like that. I used to be a simp, and I used to think that the girl that I was talking to at the time, or that I was with at the time, was like the only girl that I wanted to get with. And if she wasn't listening to me, right, she wasn't acting right, she was disrespecting me, she was posting stuff on her stories that would kind of make me, people will then view me as like, damn, she's over here acting like this, right? I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Or if you felt like that. If you're in a relationship like that right now, bro, boy, I feel sorry for you. I truly feel sorry for you. Okay? But now, bro, I have options. Okay? I don't say it as proud, right? But it's like, it's the truth. Like, I have options, and it does feel good, right? Whether you think it's a good thing or not. Bro, you want to have options, okay? When you first start talking to a girl, more than likely she's talking to multiple dudes. I remember there was a time where I was talking to a girl, and I found out that she was talking to dudes, and I got so upset. And this was early on, right? This was like probably like a month after we were talking. And I got upset because I was like, dang, she's over here talking to other dudes. And she was over here telling me like, oh no, but you're the one that I'm like talking to like the most. Like the other dudes I rarely respond to. I respond to them here and there. But to you, I respond to you like more often, more frequently. And I remember I was hurt. And she saw that I was hurt, you know? And then she told me she felt bad that she saw that I was hurt. However, now I understand that I was in the wrong for thinking that way. Bro, every girl is more than likely gonna have dudes hitting her up in her DMs, or she's gonna be talking to other dudes, you know? That's just how women are. You have to accept that, right? Once you accept that, then you realize, okay, I could do the same thing, right? You could also talk to other girls. You might think, oh, but the girls aren't as good as the one that I'm talking to right now. I want her to be the main one. Bro, that's why you have to work on yourself and not invest into a girl too early. You know, don't be giving her all these gifts and start taking her out on dates too much and start leading with your wallet, because then it just shows desperation. It shows that you're trying to sell yourself to her, you know? Whereas if you work on yourself, right? If you work on your body game, start taking your purpose seriously, start taking time to find your passion, investing investing time and energy in your job to get a promotion, whatever it is, bro. Once you start seeing yourself more valuable, you start to realize that you are the prize. A wise man once told me, you are the prize. Us men are the prize. And if you think about it, it's true. Answer me this in the comments. What benefit do us men have from getting into a relationship with a woman? What benefits do we have, bro? What truly are the benefits, right? If you're talking to a girl, more than likely you're either trying to sleep with her, right? Or trying to have a one-night stand, or just trying to have a short-term, little fun time, whatever the case may be. But more than likely, you're probably trying to commit to this girl, right? You're trying to get into a relationship. But what benefit do you truly have, bro? If all you're gonna do is just spend a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy on a girl, and if that's the case, you better make sure that this girl is worth it. You better take the time to get to know this girl really well before you fully commit to this person. Okay? A lot of dudes are living this sad reality where they commit to a girl and they're the one wearing the pants in the relationship. Where it's like, bro, you're the man. No relationship ever does good if the girl is the one wearing the pants in the relationship, if the girl is the one leading the relationship. You as the man need to lead the relationship. And if you're in a relationship right now, right, or you're married to a woman right now, where she's the one making the decisions, calling the shots in the relationship, you need to change that ASAP. You need to start operating from a mindset that like, no, I'm the man in this relationship. I'm gonna call the shots. We're gonna do whatever I say. We're gonna do whatever I say. It's not just about the shots that you make. She might be making good calls, right? But you got to be able to make great calls, better calls. That way she feels confident enough to then follow you. That's why she's acting all masculine, because you're acting feminine, bro. Once you start asking masculine, then she's going to start to follow you. She's going to start to follow your lead and start acting femininely. But a lot of dudes fail to realize that. They tend to simp. They put them on a pedestal when it's like, bro, you're the prize, right? You as a man are the prize. Why wouldn't you be the prize when you're the one who has more to offer? Okay? And if you don't have more to offer right now, if you don't have enough to bring to the table, you need to flip that around ASAP by taking time to work on yourself, okay? Do whatever it is you need to do. What I did is I worked on my body game. I got down to 10% body fat, right? I got shredded. I got abs. That immediately put me at, like, my confidence skyrocketed, right? My value went up in myself, in my head, to where now, anytime I go out, anytime I'm hanging out with friends, or, you know, I go to family parties, like, bro, like, I just attract good energy, right? Because of the way I am, because of the way I carry myself, because the way people see me. People treat me with respect. People know that I carry myself with high standards. I'm at work, bro, and girls are talking to me like as if we already known each other, you know? They come to me. And it's like, that wasn't my reality beforehand, right? When I was out of shape, or when I was low on my income, okay? You can get your money up, bro, but nothing will give you a greater return on investment than taking your gym, the gym serious, right? Taking your fitness serious. So once you get there, though, once you get shredded, you build that aesthetic physique, then you're gonna start to realize how easy it is to put women, and you're gonna start to be able to talk to better looking women, to better women overall. So don't let a woman, you know, defeat you. If you get defeated and you stay defeated, then it's over, right? Once she gets you up here, it's over. But realize that, okay, boom, she might have rejected me, she might have broken up with me, she might have done me dirty. It's all good, right? Because I'm gonna work on myself. She might be going out. Other dudes are gonna be going out. You're gonna see them go out every weekend. Bro, let them, right? Don't get FOMO, don't get fear of missing out. Realize that they're just wasting their time, and they're not more than likely gonna stay in the same position 2, 3, 5 years from now. Whereas you are gonna get in the gym, you're gonna invest in yourself, you're gonna educate yourself, and slowly but surely throughout time, there's no way you're gonna fail. Even if you're moving at 1% speed every single day, as long as you're moving, how can you fail, right? But use the money to your advantage. Right, again, right now, if you're working, if you can put in overtime, put in the overtime, get that money, save that money, invest into something that's gonna give you an ROI. If you were to ask me to invest in your body game, invest in the gym, bro. Take your fitness serious. Like, bro, it just sucks seeing all these dudes who they're like, oh, I did all this for you. How could you do this to me, right? I bought you flowers, I took you here, I gave you advice, financial advice, or everything for this girl, bro, and she doesn't give them anything back. Why are you still talking to this girl who's not doing what you want them to do, who's not giving you that same energy back in return? You have the option to pick who you love. Pick someone who's gonna give you that same energy back, if not even more. Pick the person who chooses you, okay? And again, you can only get more options the more you take care of yourself, the more you work on yourself. So understand that. Once you understand that, you won't let woman, any girl, you know, take control over you, or take control over your mind, or make you feel defeated ever again. Now, if a girl tries to do me dirty, bro, like, I won't even invest too much to where she would even build that emotional connection with me for me to even get fucked over. You know what I'm saying? So that's the message of this video, okay? Don't let women take control over you. Don't let women defeat you. And you do that by following exactly what I just said. I'll catch you on the next one.